How you doing, guys? It's Rodney Yaksavage Hicks here. Wanted to bring to you a quick review by a company that I pro style for named KJ's Custom Lures. I've been wanting to get this video out to you guys for a while now. Finally had some time to sit down, get my camera set up, and get these baits out so I can show the people why I chose this company and why I represent this company. So, here's your jerk bait. First bait I'm going to show you guys. It's the pale color. I don't know, it's a milky-ish color. I'm going to explain to you why I chose this color. First off, it's a 4-inch jerk bait with two size 4 treble mustad hooks. Very sharp hooks, very strong hooks at that. So, it's a jerk bait. You got to think of when you're going to use it, the time of year. Is it fall or is it in the winter months? If you find a lake that's not covered up with ice, you're going to be throwing a jerk bait in water temperatures between 30-ish maybe to mid to upper 50s. Where those bass are lethargic or they're suspending, you definitely want to tie on a jerk bait. I chose this bait here specifically because of the color. Like I said, it's called Mr. Bone. If you notice when you catch bass and they have that, in the summer months, they have that really beautiful color green with the black line and the yellow underbody. Well, in the winter months, the pigmentation on the skin changes. It goes from that bright, vibrant green to that really low colored green, that light green, and the underbody yellow by the stomach turns to like a milky color like this as well. That not only happens with bass, but every fish in the water that has a irate temperature fall within the in the winter months. So you think about, you got your bait fish, your shad, your minnows, your gizzard shad. They all have that same pigmentation to where when that water temperature falls, the skin color changes. So that's why I chose this one. I just wanted to match the forage of the lure, you know, that I'm using. So I feel real confident in this jerk bait. It feels going to match up well with the forage that I'm using in the water when the water temperature is between 30 to that 50-55 degree mark. It goes to about 10 to 13 feet. On a fall, it's a slow sink, so it probably drops maybe a foot every, let's say probably every countdown to 3. If you look at it, it's a very well-made lure. Has an internal rattle system, which will wake those lethargic bass up, get them looking up at it, get them seeing it and fall on it, and reaction strike it is, depending on the cadence that you work your jerkbait rod, or if you have any specialty rods that you use with the 1-2 or 1-1-2-3 cadence of the twitch of the rod that you use. You can't go wrong with a KJ's Custom Lures. Sorry about that, computer died. You can't go wrong with a KJ's Custom Lures jerkbait here. Another bait I wanted to bring to you is also by KJ's. It's the K6. It's a 6-foot diving crankbait. It can get to possibly 8 foot in depth depending on which line diameter you use. I mostly use 12-pound test fluorocarbon, but you could probably get it to the 8-foot range if you use an 8-pound test fluorocarbon as well, or maybe a little bit deeper if you want to switch to 6-pound, but 6-pound may be too light using this type of crankbait. But this crankbait here also has a single internal rattle to it. It also has two size 2 mustad treble hooks. So again, all the crankbaits come with mustad hooks, very strong, sharp, and durable hooks. So you would have a better chance of your hookup raising. You gotta have a better chance of that fish not throwing that crankbait out of his mouth when he's coming up out of the water here. And if you look at all the baits, they all hand painted either by airbrush or other specialty techniques. And I beat the living crap out of this crankbait so far. Just going down the bank, casting maybe 100 to 150 times. And you still see it's no scratches, no blemishes in the paint. so the paint job is really well made. Each crankbait is painted to its own, to give its own specific natural look to it as well, and you just can't go wrong with them. You know, it's a great crankbait. It's a great search bait. Each crankbait that I have that I had delivered to me, took it out the package, looked at it, detailed it, threw it on a rod, went out to the lake instantly, casted them out, threw them. They all run true. I haven't had one that goes off to the side farther than the other side. They all run true so far, and that's a major plus for me. It just takes away the time if you say if you're fishing a tournament and you throw in a fresh new crankbait and that crankbait runs to the side, you have to tune it. You know, it happens. But with KJ's Custom Lures, they all run true, coming right out the pack. And here's another bait, same size, a K6. So that's a different color pattern here, which is black chrome, still with the 2 extra sharp mustad hooks, treble hooks. And I just like these baits, you know. You throw them out, you know, you use as run and gun with them. You know, you run and gun, and you pick up those bass on that crankbait bite if it's really if that crankbait bite is really on. KJ's Lures crankbaits really deliver. They also make a square bill crankbait as well, and they work amazing as well. I just don't have any. I lost quite a few of them, but out of what I lost, I just want to let you know this: the snag ratio on these baits is amazing. I done threw so many crankbaits throughout the years, and you throw them and boom, it don't run true, and it reflects off from cover, and boom, it's snagged up, and boom, that's one loss. But with the KJ's Custom Lures, I'm able to retain a lot of them. That's because the low snag on these crankbaits, which is amazing. Also, like I said, KJ's Custom Lures, they hand paint and airbrush each lure. And the great thing about this company is you can call them and they can do a custom painted job just for you to your liking, and they're spot on. You know, spot on. This is a 4-inch swim bait here from KJ's Custom Lures in that color pattern called bluegill. It also have their clear coat on there. If you look at it, they got a glitter pattern there with the gill plates, their teardrop tail, the blue sides, and you see I got a swim bait hooked out here, and I just throw that on my rod and I cast it out, and they do produce. They're really well made, very soft plastic, but also very durable plastic. You don't have to worry about a bass coming up like some other swim baits, and they come up and they short strike it, and boom, you pull your swim bait out, and you don't have a tail on it, you know. But these here are very strong, they're very durable, and they hold up very well. And speaking about also different techniques, like you see, this one is on a swim bait hook. This one I wanted to show to you, which I had custom painted and made specifically to my liking, and I'm very impressed about how well it was made. The owners at KJ's Custom Lures, they sent me pictures of a proof before it hits the mail and before it came to me. It's a black crappie pattern. Okay, if you can see the detail on it, it's immaculate. That's KJ's Custom Lures quality work right there. This is my go-to swim bait. It just matched crappie forage so well. Like, say if I'm using my red marine and I come across a crib and I see those crappie down there, man, take this, throw it on a swim jig or throw it on a weighted hook and swim this thing past. I'm guarantee you're going to get bite after bite after bite. And like I said, it's very durable, so you can tell you can get at least 12 to 15 casts out of this bait, and you don't have to worry about it sliding off the hook, worry about it pulling or breaking. I use them, I trust them. I will always throw in a KJ's Custom Lures swim bait in my tackle box, so I already have one rigged up. But I was just so impressed about the paint job here. I don't see any other swim baits on the market that has that type of detail that match a forage of a fish that came, you know, that well. You know, I don't see any crappie patterned swim baits. Some of you guys do. I haven't, so I'm just so impressed with this one here. And like I said, you can swim them on different type of techniques. You can swim them on a swim jig here, like I have here. This is I believe it's the 3/8 of an ounce. It's a Booyah swim jig, and I got one of those KJ's Custom Lures crappie patterned swim baits as a trailer on there, and it works great. You know, with the rattles, just to give it a little bit more and give it a little bit more awareness to those fish, and none. You know, I haven't seen anything like their swim baits before, and I'm just very impressed with the company. Also, last but not least, like I said, they do have a soft plastic line. Here's their Hog Daddies. Just your traditional crawdad imitation soft plastics. You know, you can flip them, you can pitch them, you can put them on the back of a jig. They're super soft. They're super soft, and you know what? I haven't worried about any of them breaking off. One thing when I look at plastic, I look for durability. Can I get a pack of plastics that's going to last versus one plastic per fish? So that's really key to me. It comes with the legs here. You can that helps with create realistic crawdad pattern. You can take those off if you want to put on a tungsten weight and go ahead and flip or pitch those into some fallen trees or some grass patches or whatever the case may be. They will do the trick for you. And I have been also trying a new worm that KJ's Custom Lures have created. It's called the stealth worm, and thus far very impressed with it. So here it is. It's about, I'd say about 5.7, probably a little bit under 6 inches, and it's just a slender worm. It's called a stealth worm, and I'm explaining to you why the word stealth just matched this worm so greatly. So I've been throwing it on a drop shot. That's a drop shot setup, and with the drop shot, we all know that it's a suspending technique. So, and it just sits just like this in a water column, just like that. And I just barely move that rod, barely move it, and it's the action that you get. And it just sits there like a leech, if you want to say a leech. And that tail, just a flat tail, and you're getting a real subtle action out of that tail, which I think is key for some bass that's lethargic or don't want to strike on anything else that day. You can't go wrong with trying out the KJ's Custom Lures stealth worm. So guys, like I said, they're a family-based company out of Oklahoma. Big shout out to Roy Hurst. I talked to the guy one day for 4 hours on the phone. He really knows his stuff. He really knows, you know, his lures. He really knows the spots where to fish. He's really a true angler. And you guys can just go ahead and follow up on their website, www.KjsCustomLures.com. They also on Facebook. They also on Instagram, KJ's Custom Lures. So thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe. I'm going to be posting this video up on my YouTube channel, Yaksavage Hicks. Please like, share, and go check out these great baits here from KJ's Custom Lures. And by the way, one of the reasons why I really like this company as well, they do all they work is for support of autism, and I believe that's key in the industry. To take something and make it for a cause. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Riding Yaksavage Hicks, people, signing out.